Who not chasing greatness? You not chasing. Let me follow. You not chasing greatness. Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame. Is there a song that with shame in it? I think it's a song with shame in it, right? We don't got time to Google, man. Life, listen, life is right now. It's right now. And you know who else is here right now? It's the six path commandments. Oh my God. Six paths dice here. Mr. Lane, if you need me. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Rick Ross went to a concert, and some niggas popped out and showed him, nigga. They wasn't even niggas. It was just an angry white dude. You see, Rick Ross. I think, you know what, man? Listen, American black folks just be having things just all messed up. You know what I mean? Because Rick Ross did not account for a very serious issue, a very big threat to his health, wherever he's at. If the Incredible Hulk teaches us nothing, it teaches us about white boy rage. All right, like what black dudes is too cool and people pleasing to be murderers like that. We got a few killers here and there, but it's not really a thing. We're like, yo, like. Well, like, you know, in every friend group, like there's a killer. You know what I mean? It's not someone offing people in every friend group. No, it's not. You know, you're not gonna be the group chat. You know, with Jeffrey Dahmer, if you will. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Oh, that sounds six paths dice. I'll be knowing sometimes. Six Paths TV. Please like, share, subscribe. We gotta feed these babies. Okay, I'm getting messages from my dad telling me that I gotta get a better set. I'm like, Pop. Help me. No, I'm joking, but no, my dad, he sent me a text the other day, man. He's watching my stuff, man. So he's trying to give me some feedback. So, and I be thinking about that stuff too, about like, man, like what kind of basically, what would I do for a setup? You know what I mean? I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there, man. But one thing at a time. But I'm really enjoying where we at right now, and for the people who watching right now, you know what I mean? I love the idea y'all being part of the first people who linked up with your boy, man. Because I be living life. I just be giving out this free, this light wherever I'm at and whatnot. You feel me? I'm just, your boy just be radiating. You know what I mean? I'm just saying my heart's so big. And that's my problem. I got love for you whole ass niggas. But I got a big heart. Some niggas got stains. Some niggas got skid marks. Right? Anywho. So, I'm going to share my first clip. And this show right here is going to be about chase greatness, not clout. And I think the social media era where you can come online and say what you want with a bit of anonymity, because for the most part, most videos don't go viral. People make videos all day long, right? Talking about whatever, and sometimes for whatever reason, a video goes viral, right? But what people will do, and this is a very prevalent behavior. It's a low vibrational behavior. When you avoid the work, and you don't address or account for the time you are wasting. Hope my thing ain't slowing up like that. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure my settings is right. I feel like I don't know what this thing want me to do. You know what? I had to put this shit on more of a tilt. That's what it is. But it's so hard to move this thing around. I wish it had wheels. But anywho, let me see why my stuff is slow. Oh, you a hater, bro. Like, you really feel like I need to be on like regular definition. It's like, nah, buddy. Now, Verizon, no, I'm sorry, Xfinity. I don't got Verizon. Xfinity, y'all post that came out here and did something. You know what I mean? I'm over here getting bars and shit. The computer can't handle me, being at 720p. My listeners deserve HD, man. I got my dad. He's taking shots at me from my inbox. Okay, he's telling me to up my game. He said, "Nah, so I can't watch it, son. You gotta get your ass together for me to watch it." Nah, I'm joking, Pop. Love you, Pop. Real cool dad. Cool dad. But anywho, so let's go ahead and check Shorty out, man. She avoiding the work, beloved. She's avoiding the work, so she gonna tell this whack ass story. Who knows if it's true or not? But let's get into it.
Even my own mother.
It's coming in and out.
My sister is marrying my ex-boyfriend in less than 3 weeks. And let me just tell you guys, we're out on this beautiful island. I'm trying to have a good time. I'm showing her grace. I'm showing up for her as her bridesmaids. But she is being a total bridezilla and giving me a hard time. Her marrying my ex-boyfriend is also the elephant in the room. And I'm getting pretty tired of everyone pitying me for this, for even showing up for her. Even my own mother called me before heading on a trip. She was like, I know this is going to be a hard time for you. Okay, like, girl, can you talk to your daughter? Well, why didn't you talk to your daughter? Your other daughter. My sister is marrying my ex-boyfriend in less than 3 weeks.
All right. So, first of all right, but before I do a little cook, man, let's go ahead and read a few comments. It's always fun, right? Marrying someone that any of my family members may have screwed is a no for me. I feel you. All the men in the world, and she couldn't find anyone else. She was waiting on him from the jump. I mean, this is what I really want to get to, and a few people kind of piece this together. Because you got, don't get me wrong, for your sister to be going out or doing anything with someone you dated before, it obviously was not a relationship from your adult years. That was a serious relationship. More than likely, they must have dated in high school. They never had a serious relationship. Okay, there's no way that they had an adult relationship. Because first of all, what dude would be that's uncomfortable for everyone. Okay, like men's underwear that don't like that aren't, that they don't really make underwear. I don't be seeing underwear for men. I see briefs for men. I think men figured out I gotta get somewhere between the underwear and the boxes. Boxes, yeah, you know what? This is as comfortable as wearing a pair of boxes, especially if you have large thighs like me. All right, I'm just flopping around. I feel like Kramer in that one episode of Seinfeld. It's not good. It's not good. It's a terrible feeling. When it was years ago, my mother got me boxes for Christmas, and I never told her, but I was so angry. I was on fire inside. I just couldn't. This the whole disrespect. Like what I do to you? You know what I'm saying? Like what? Huh? Like that shit would be like me just buying you a big old 10-pack of just nasty granny panties that don't even fit. You know what I mean? That's what that's like. I mean, me, you know what I mean? Like, anywho, the reason why I put her on that Summer Jam screen is because she doesn't realize you wasting time. You were out and about. You were in a public place. You need to be trying to make eye contact with someone. All right. You need to be learning. You need to be throwing them truth signals all over. Matter of fact, you need to be at home practicing right now. But you know what's going on right here? I'm gonna tell you what's happening right here. It's one of those things where someone makes the point to say, I'm not mad when they're actually mad. And that's the danger of not being honest and telling the truth. And don't get me wrong, sometimes we tell little white lies or we lie by omission to be polite. Of course, you don't go around telling people the honest to God truth all day long. That first of all, that's weird. Like who does that? Actually, I'm telling you right now, I'm getting ready to make some burgers in a little bit. You know what I mean? And what I always tell y'all, you not big. Matter of fact, I can show you, but I can tell you. I'm gonna finish my cook right here, shorty. I be doing freestyle cooks, bro. I be coming in like, yo, no pen, no pad, no notes. My recall like on Schwarzenegger, and that bra with the third nipple. Crazy alien work, alien thoughts, Millennium flow. But anyway, Shorty right here on my Summer Jam screen, she also fits the archetype. Like you can tell that she works somewhere sitting down, all right, and you can tell that well, I mean, you know, I don't want to make assumptions, but she probably went to school. She probably got a few of them degrees. You know what I mean? And what's going on now is that she believed the lie. All right, you believe that Sex in the City shit. I mean, every day I come up with more things that really influence our generation to really believe that you are that your sexual marketplace value is invincible. All right, like every woman sees her sexual marketplace value like she has a superpower in that regard. You know what I mean? Like they like I saw a video of a boy trying to bench press some dumbbells, and he was so skinny that when he tried to press some shits in the air, his arm just broke. That was the saddest shit ever. And I was like, damn. And also, how did you overestimate your strength that greatly, right? And that's how a lot of modern women move, and like throughout like dating, like they're really for the most part. If you love the young lady in your life, I'm not again discernment. When you make discernment based off of time and place and making appropriate discernments. For example, if I say don't let someone disrespect you, right? Now we all know if disrespect is high enough, people will get physical, right? But usually there has to be escalation of some sort. Even the most confrontational person will at least let things escalate first before things get physical, unless you have it's usually about relationships. People usually put their hands on you without saying anything. If you wrong or done something to their family member, mostly their significant other or their child, people will roll up. No, that's when people, I mean, will get physical, right? Anyway, that's when a person will get physical. But discernment, appropriateness, and time and place. Even if I'm ready to take it there, it does not make sense for me to take it there off rip. Ask no questions off rip. I'm just going in on somebody. I have to, because at that point I'm wrong, because I'm hurting someone, and it's not appropriate for me to be fighting. You know what I'm saying? And black people have this thing where when you say, "All right, listen, this is how this goes. This is this rule," and it's this willful ignorance of where we act like we don't understand. It's a time and place for everything. All right. And but again, those are one of the things that people do to avoid doing the work. And again, people, when I say doing the work, I'm talking about working on your own development. Right now, she's telling someone else's happy story. All right. Not only that, she's trying to front like it don't bother her that she's alone. All right. And listen, she got that neck, and that second chin. And don't get me wrong, she look like she cute. But you can tell she a little bit older. She's saying she's probably close to 40 and whatnot, right? And the thing is like, yo, she's one of the many women who believe I had time. I could be out here forever. But what makes it bad these days is that there's really no excuse not to be fine, especially if you fine. I'm sorry. It's like I had to hold myself accountable. I got about 35 more pounds to go before I could be like normal fat. You know what I mean? And I can look decent from every angle if I'm being recorded. I mean, I'm like, that's why people who are slim, they look better online. They look better being filmed because again, they're not 3D. You're too 3D. You know what I mean? But anywho. But I wish your sister the best. But yo, you gotta chase greatness, not clout. All right, chasing greatness and doing what you have to do to be a better version of yourself. I mean, which sounds so obvious. It's always the best investment of your time. Time is the one thing that we can't get back no matter what. You know what I mean? And how we use our time. Really how we look at, man, how did I spend my time just now? You know what I mean? So right now, don't let this be you. Let me find out you're not chasing greatness. You need to be chasing greatness, beloved. Not clout, because she's doing this video obviously for the attention and obviously to attract the echo chamber that's going to say, yo, you don't gotta be married to be happy, and you don't need kids and all type of shit. And it's like, yo, real talk, I gotta realize when I get a little older, you don't really have as many things that men want in abundance. Okay, and there's no need to wait forever. Discernment, because the argument to that is always, you don't know what you like yet. This can happen, that can happen. Yeah, but again, by the time you get older, like I keep saying, women are not made to have traumatic experiences and going about their day. That's not how women are made. People in general, when they have a traumatic experience that lives with them for the rest of their life, unless they consciously say, I'm going to make that change. All right? Like, it took me years to realize, yo, you think like a fat nigga. Because you could look at what you accept from yourself. Look at how close you are to greatness, and you won't listen. And I realized, yo, I didn't listen. I had to realize that, yo, I had a problem with rules. All right. I realized that I would allow myself to be intimidated by discipline. All right. And I realized, yo, everything is a journey. Everything is a muscle. Everything is a muscle and something that has to be practiced. All right. That's how we get somewhere. It's practicing doing the same thing over and over again. All right. Because every day is not going to be an event. All right. But you have to be. I've been thinking like, man, it's really crazy that I be getting up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym. I've been thinking about all the other people who are coming there. I'm like, wow, like y'all all are crazy. Y'all are fucking nuts. Going to the gym at 5 a.m. It's always people there way before me. You understand? You know the discipline that takes? You feel me? Anywho. I'll be right back, y'all. I'm gonna leave this on while I put my burgers on the grill because I want y'all to be a part of my journey. All right? I am who I say I'm the same guy that I say I am on the internet. I'll be right back. Crash out. You fucking insecure? That's weird. You keep putting out there that you like light skin niggas. Somebody that you like to do that play Ghost. Yeah, I see that shit. All right, man. All right, let's see what's up next, man. Y'all be forgetting this shit is on. Batman, please always stole bread to feed my starving family. Batman. All right, yo, all right, oh yeah, let's go ahead real quick. Shout out to the GOAT, Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris went to a feminist rally and came back with his shirt iron holding a sandwich. Shout out to Chuck Norris. But in my next 2 clips about, you know what, actually, yeah, let's go here.
Pegged by their wives. but they claim straight. But then you're coming at my man when I don't even fuck him. Yeah, so what's that about?
But you said you suck her dick.
Absolutely. Let me out.
Huh?
God presented my lady with that's what she has to feel pleasured. We all want to feel pleasure and feel relief. And that's what God gave her, to feel pleasure and relief. Best fucking believe.
And I just kind of like being fucked, you know?
She doesn't even exactly enjoy that.
Yeah.
That's something that I like to do, to show her that you have a little bit of dominance on me. Because as a dominant man, sometimes it feels good to have her be like, oh, this is what you're going to do, right? But if that's what she's presented to be pleasured and she needs to feel that, I'm going to do that because this is who I love.
I know a lot of men that get pegged by their wives, but God. They claim straight. But then you're coming at my...
Oh, my God. It's crazy. Let's keep them up there. So I've seen this couple before. I think this couple has been on Adam 22 and a few other podcasts. I think it's called the It's Whatever podcast. And the reason why I bought these two up was because, like, yo, this is where chasing fame and having a moment. We got to realize that everyone is not smart. And everyone is not a great person. You know what I mean? And the internet is always giving us someone that should not be famous. So they both do adult content. So that's a transgender woman right there. You know, and the other guy is supposed to. I don't know what he called himself. But basically, they're both like, you know, they're both entertainers. But what it is that. I don't know. I'm not even sure how to attack it. I don't mean attack as in, like, you know, attack it, but in terms of how to approach the subject. Because for me, when I watch this kind of stuff, I always look into those guys' eyes. Don't get me wrong. You're free to do whatever you want to do, beloved. That's your life. That's, you know, what you want to do and everything. But I guess it's like I always talk to y'all about there's power in not having shame. When someone can't shame you to a certain degree, it makes them feel powerless because, again, there's no contract. Because in order for me to feel shame, in order for you to shame me, I have to adhere to the certain moral standards and all types of stuff. And if I make it clear that I'm just not keen on that, I don't really care. Again, it's almost like I can't really have an interaction with this person. Because, like, yo, they'll do anything, or they're again. Basically. I'm not going to be able to steer, or because usually like shame is also used to get someone to do something or to get someone to stop something, right? But shame is also there for a reason. It's also to make sure that we maintain a good presentation and make sure so that human beings and human civilization keeps moving forward. Because, again, the more good things we do, the better life is for ourselves and for the people who come after us, right? But the more weird things we do, bad things we do, like, yo, all this stuff has an impact on the environment around us. You know what I mean? And what we're seeing right here is that when you have no shame, yo, you'll have a dude up here with his shirt. Every time you see this guy, his shirt is always off. He's not really even dressed. I think he's spray tan. Like, he's pretty much like, he's what. You know how in movies they'll have a monster that came out the water? Like, he's like the Godzilla of the Jersey Shore. Like, he just came out the water and just walked onto, like, you know, into the nice apartment and started doing OnlyFans with, I guess, like, trans people and I guess women. I'm not really sure. You know what I mean? But so he's also talking about basically giving his lady his partner a BJ, giving Duke a BJ. And he even says, yo, I do it because I like it. All right. And I got to tell you guys, this is the end game of being so flexible and so understanding. Because the more flexible and understanding that you become, the more you're not really working on being great. You know what I'm saying? Not really working on being great. And again, don't get me wrong, a man can support his wife and help and problem solving. And again, y'all support one another, right? But in terms of y'all relationship, it looks better when the woman, again, because it looks like the woman's happy when she's doing things for her man, especially on camera. Now I'm gonna show y'all another video, and it's not really a bad video. It's more so about how people perceive this. So this is a video of it's the couple that just had this woman had a C-section, and it says if you can't do this for a week or two after your wife had the C-section, you don't deserve to have your bloodline continue. Men, can you do this? So it shows he's cooking. I don't know who's recording him. Is she recording him? He's washing the dishes. He's cleaning up and everything. So basically, you know, he's doing everything that she should be doing, right? And this is one of those things where, again, the whole black woman is God thing. You get into having unrealistic fantasies. It's okay to have fantasies, right? But it's a totally different thing when you want to act it out in real life and you got to do it with another person. So let's say you went to like some furry stuff. Yo, you can think about that all you want and it can stay in your head. You can buy a furry costume and sit in your room with the furry costume. The moment, you understand me? The very moment you decided to take it past that, oh my God, we got action. You're going to traumatize someone. And that's basically what be going on in these relationships with you modern women. Like for the most part, y'all love more. A lot of y'all are insufferable. I mean, because how can you have a good time with someone who thinks they can never be wrong? There's nothing they're wrong about, and they don't need to do better in anything. And it's offensive to say that you can be better in this particular thing, or that you can do this better, especially if you don't do a good job at said thing, right? But anywho, I wanted to show that video because again, a lot of women don't realize you're not really happy because again, you're not in a relationship where you're doing things that matter to him. All right, those things that he's doing, those are the things that when women do it, it means the world. No one really listen. If he decided that I want to take a lower paying job, right, or an easier job, or he just want to he's want to get a new car and do Uber and whatnot, and let's say he make really good money, ain't gonna be no relationship. Okay, men got to realize nothing you do can make a woman necessarily happy in a way where like they're not gonna have no problems. It all depends on her upbringing, all right, how she sees men, which is based on how she sees her father. If she's not good with her father, unless she's made it a point to really forgive him, and you see her self-correct, all right, and you see her making a conscious effort to be happy. But a lot of times when women don't have their dad, when people don't have their dad in general, without not having any parents, it's tough because they're a part of your incubation process. A childhood is such a sensitive process. The slightest thing could throw someone's entire timeline off because of who they'll become based on their circumstances. You understand? You get where I'm going with it, right? But anywho, what the lie that black men were sold was that if I make her life easier, right, she'll love me more. That woman being happy is based off of her trying to be happy and making the effort to be happy and wanting to be happy. All right, just like anyone else. If someone is unhappy, right, you also got again one of the red flags is also the love or the engagement or how that person engages with victimhood. Like I said, victimhood is a vast field, right? All right, it can be a vast field. Just imagine how big of a plot of land a small park is on, right? But if that park has benches and you guys are tired, the person who enjoys victimhood more will be more likely to say, I'm a little tired. It's nice out. You don't want to sit down? I actually bought a few cones of reefer. You don't want to smoke? We got some cold drinks too. Okay, it's nice outside. That's how they'll see chaos and victimhood. They'll want to get comfortable in the field. Whereas the only way that you can really actually escape that shit is to keep moving. Victimhood is a feeling that you're supposed to kind of move past and go towards problem solving. Because on the other side of victimhood is problem solving. But we had to get through the field. And women and people in general enjoy kind of just being in the moment. and experiencing stuff, right? And you got to know when you're kind of just rushing an experience. Because again, being a victim or saying that someone did something to you is very stimulating. It's very intense. People actually like to engage in intense, emotions. But anyway, give me a second, guys. Anyway, like I was saying, chase greatness, not clout. Let's go ahead and go to one more John before we get to the feature presentation. Boy Rose. So I saw this shit earlier. It said Twitter reacts to Tyler winning Best New Artist at 2024 BET Awards over Sexy Red. Somebody wrote, BET know they wrong for not giving that award to Tyler. It should have went to Sexy Red. Sexy Red for president. Well, that was me. I said, what the fuck? Sexy Red is not an artist. First, y'all say Sexy is bad representation of black women. Now y'all mad she didn't win Artist of the Year. I'm confused. The peace smelling community mad that Queen didn't win. That's a bar. Ain't no way in hell ghetto ass Sexy Red winning that award. That ain't what we want our little girls to be rewarded. I'm sorry. That ain't what we want our little girls seeing be rewarded. That's a tougher sentence to read than I thought. Let me try it again. Ain't no way in hell ghetto ass Sexy Red winning that award. That ain't what we want. You know what? There's so many W's. That ain't what we want our little girls seeing be rewarded. Well, that's a tough one. All the ratchets are in their feelings. Listen up, folks. Let's be real here. Sexy Red is trending for sure in the U.S., and I'm not sure wherever else because I am not a fan of hers, but I highly doubt her popularity on a global level exceeds that of Tyler. Sexy has some beats and lyrical. She's unapologetically raw. Wow. Woo! But what impact has she had on the nations? Tyler, on the other hand, Water Song alone had a major global impact that included a dance everyone and their kids, mom and daddy, grandma and grandpappy were all attempting to do in the same shape or form. BET got it right fair and square. The fact that actual talent is being compared to a regular entertainer is wild. Did y'all ever stop and think about maybe they went with talent over popularity? Let me tell you something. I'm going to explain to y'all why so many of these lovely ladies made this comment. I think it's half a joke. I think y'all all know that Sexy Red is terrible. She comes off, matter of fact, her whole gimmick is being a terrible human being. All right, like period. Like, and she don't like there ain't no bars to it. There's no there's nothing to it. It's just look at how terrible I can be. She even put out her own sex tape in which she looked terrible in the sex tape. She wore a bonnet in her own sex tape. Hold on, y'all. Y'all not bigger than the burgers. You are not bigger than these burgers. My timer went off. I'm about to flip these jaws. Hold on a second. I told y'all that y'all are not bigger than these burgers. All right. Y'all heard of Bob's Burgers? Well, these is Rob's Burgers. Light some more incense. Lighting incense for all the haters. And for all of you who really feel like Sexy Red I'm sorry. It just gave me pause. I'm lighting this incense for all of you that feel as though Sexy Red should be getting anything. Sexy Red is someone who should be happy that she ever got to leave her neighborhood. Like, she is the definition of I ain't never been nowhere. But yo, chase greatness and not clout. I'm gonna tell you something. Tyler, this girl gonna have a way longer career. She gonna have a better outcome. You're never gonna see a bad sex tape featuring her in a bonnet. All right, you're never gonna see her taking a phone call from jail in the middle of an interview just to make herself look more. It's more trashy. When I saw Sexy Red performing with barefoot, I think she was pregnant, walking around with her stomach out and everything. It's everything about her just says, yo, like if you had to deal with her, because she's every bit of a Dollar General and like a terrible Dollar General employee. Like she can't even be. Well, if you're bad at being an employee at Dollar General, you really suck. Like you suck. Okay, you have almost no responsibility. Your job is literally like to ring things up. That's it. You just ring things up and put things on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, but if you can do that and be mad, it's a wild concept. You understand? But chase greatness, not clout. And another reason why I think that the B-Dubs didn't like Sexy Red not winning over Tyler was because Black women put a lot of effort into establishing dominance or trying to establish who cares less, who gives a F less, who's trying less. Because again, not trying, not caring, being nonchalant, those are all forms of control or communicating, hey, I really, this don't matter to me. Again, those are forms of control and manipulation. Because if you act like something does not matter, you make the other person feel like, well, damn, like, what am I doing wrong? Whoever critiques first or criticizes first has the power because, again, they're controlling the dynamic of the conversation. Because, again, a person who has any kind of character is going to be thinking about, well, what did I do? Or why are you saying that? Why are you making that critique or that criticism? Well, that's a hard word for me. Criticism. I won't be using that one again. Bet your bottom dollar. Oh, listen. It's about to happen again, y'all. I told y'all. You ain't bigger than these burgers. I got my timer going off, y'all. About to be a magical time. I'm making burgers. You understand? My son has cookies. All right, give me a second, y'all. Like I was saying, again, it's low vibrational behavior when you rather put more effort into cheating the system than learning how to at least learn how the system works first. Like with driving, right? If you don't learn how to drive the speed limit first and have an idea of how fast you should drive in certain settings, you'll be the douchebag who speeds through parking lots. It is so dangerous to drive anywhere near a regular pace through a parking lot because you will hit someone. You can hit someone, so could back into you. All right. Learn how to parallel park the right way. Learn the 10 and 2. You know what I'm saying? Because again, these are all things that help you in the future. It's for your foundation. That's how you learn how to drive. And then from there, like most of us, we drive with one hand. Most of us will drive with our hand down here. Can't see my hand, but it's on my lap. A lot of us drive like this. All right. We got to turn, then we engage both hands. You know what I mean? So, but when you first learn how to drive, you should learn how to hold the steering wheel, right? But Black folks love to do this thing where we take pride in doing things the wrong way. Y'all know that Sexy Red, everything about Sexy Red is the wrong way. All right. As far as rapping, she can't rap. Her name is Sexy Red, and she's not sexy at all. Okay. And again, it's like, y'all know she has no talent. Like at all. And I think this is one of the first artists we heard. She don't got any of it. And somehow she's still famous. And she's famous for a song that's about getting your chicks clapped. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't mad about it, but damn. Anywho, let's get to the main event, man. All right, for chasing clout, chase greatness, not clout, my boy. It's right here's the boss. Oh, it's right. It was right. So this is the boss at he's in Cancun. And my bad, it's not big at all. Hold on, pause. So this is the confrontation that Rick Ross is having with this guy. So this is around the time when he's getting off stage. He gets through his whole set, and at the end, he decides to play Not Like Us in Vancouver. So if you don't know, Drake is from Canada. All right. And this whole thing, even with him doing that, right? this is all about let me establish dominance by doing something that's not cool or doing the wrong thing. First of all, what's going on with Ross and I'm sorry, Kendrick and Drake has nothing to do with Ross. Ross somehow really just randomly inserted himself into this whole thing. Pause. Hold on a second. Back to your boy. So Ross had nothing to do with any of this, right? But we know why he did what he did, because without social media, he wouldn't be getting punched in the face. Okay, social media really puts a lot of artists in a certain place where they're playing social media like it's a video game. Now, early on in Drake and Kendrick beef, somehow Ross got involved. I don't even know how. I'm not even sure. I forget how now. It's just somehow Ross he disses Drake on a song at the I guess Ross made some kind of comment. Drake mentioned him on push-ups, and then Ross makes a diss record that came and went. He called him white boy, and then from there, Kendrick kind of ran with that. You're like Kendrick ran. I heard Angry Man the way he put it. Kendrick took the black card and maxed the black card out. He went everywhere he could with that shit. From calling a man a pedophile, and didn't prove any of that stuff. That he be sexually, he be essaying people, the whole gang, the whole like gang stuff. You know what I mean? Like the record being so Crip Walk ready. You know what I mean? Just everything about it. You know what I mean? Like the West Coast is very West Coast. You know what I mean? Which again, and again, it wasn't a bad move. I thought it was a good move, but again, it stopped being about who could rap better. You know what I mean? And it started being a whole lot more about, yo, what can I say that's gonna get people on my side, which is smart. Okay, but clout chasing always has a price to it. All right, and what's going on right here is that, yo, when I see this, it became clearer to me why that Ross is a Drake hater. Many of y'all don't know, but Ross is a little bit of a late bloomer. Ross actually been in the industry, I think, for a good while before we heard him on Hustler. Hustler was his breakout record, and also he didn't always have that look, that trademark look with the big beard and whatnot. That was Ross's look for a long time, having the big belly and tattoos and looking rich and stuff like that. I mean, one of the first times I heard a girl say, well, Rick Ross is sexy, you know what I mean? And like, I know like guys that's really in shape, they hate hearing a woman talk about how she like a fat nigga. And I'm like, girls, bro, like they don't think like us. They're attracted to a lot of different stuff. Okay, like body is not always that important for women. I'm sorry, especially if she's slim. Like slim girls love a big nigga. You know what I'm saying? But anywho. But anyway, so that was his style, right? And Ross had a great run. If you think about how long a lot of artists wasn't having like long careers until like Jay. It's like, if you think about now, like, it's not that it's 100 of them, but artists don't be having like a bunch of just album after album after album. Most people get like one good album off, and they might put other stuff out after that, but they usually have one album that people actually really listen to. So, but Ross got like a whole, a pretty good catalog. You know what I mean? He just put out an album from Meek Mill at the end of 2023. I thought for what it was good. You know what I'm saying? Good energy to it and whatnot. It was the thing about the album was that it was like, yo, it was like the same song over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, you can't really say, oh, this is mad different. It's like the same song over and over again. You know what I mean? Oh, hold on now. It's time to flip them burgers. And what I keep telling y'all, ain't none of y'all, you hear me? None of y'all bigger than these burgers. Hold on, y'all. My bad. Going back to my point about him being a Drake hater, right? So I went to Rick Ross's whole history and where we at now, right? To get to why he was ready to put himself out there. All right. I don't think Ross' career is over, but I think in a lot of ways, we all kind of forget that Ross was never that big of an artist or that big of a draw. Like Ross would be hot, but Ross don't necessarily. I mean, like he's not really that big of a draw necessarily. I mean, he was one of the people that could rap good and make good songs and whatnot at a time where niggas was starting like not rap and more people who are untalented were getting into hip hop or becoming relevant in hip hop. You feel me? In terms of his era from that 05 to I'm gonna say like 2012 era. I mean that was a really good run for Ross. He had a lot of and he had joints after that. You know what I mean? So, but Drake has kind of been on top the entire time, and some men have a hard time admitting when they need someone's help, or admitting to themselves, I cannot get to this point or perform on this level unless I have this person's help. And in his case, Drake is the person that's giving him his biggest records. The biggest records that he's on, those Khaled records, okay, that he's on with Drake, those are records that he performs. The Aston Martin music shit, he performs that. He don't be holding. I'm saying, Lord knows, he's performing those records. Those are his biggest records. Still, right? So, again, some niggas say, "Yo, he got it." That's not really the nature of a rapper. That's why we battle rap. It's to prove, nah, I'm nicer than you, and we can prove it right now, right here in real time. We can prove. You know what I'm saying? Rap. It's hard for another artist to say, I can't beat that guy. Matter of fact, a battle rapper or a nigga that battle won't say that. He will not say, no, I can't beat him. He won't say it out loud. He won't say it in front of people. Because that's not who artists are. Because again, you gotta be a little crazy to be rapping anyway. Trust me, I know. Right? Because you gotta think about it. So it's a crazy pursuit. And it's like you're trying to get a job that almost no one ever gets. Or no one can get. Even people who are really good can't get that job. All right. It's like I can't even give you the percent of the population of people who are doing that shit. But my overall point is that when you're someone that's as legendary as Rick Ross, when you put yourself out there to the universe by not honoring great men and great women and greatness in general, you will be punished every time. He was punished for not honoring greatness. Okay, or honoring a great man. When you dishonor great men, it always comes back around because it's not supposed to happen. Okay. Also, again, that was just weird. You're in Vancouver, right? At the end of the show, you play Not Like Us. That's not a manly move. That's not a classy move. And also, you're not on a record. I don't think Rick Ross has records with Kendrick. It's weird, bro. And I know I'm not tripping when I say 50-something years old is too old to be getting punched in your face on camera. I just pray I'm not in my almost 50 or in my 50s getting punched. I don't want to get punched in my face at any age, but definitely not in my 50s. I'm like, goodness gracious, bro. Like, you could have had a heart attack out there. Yo, y'all see this? We ain't trying. I don't want to see Ross getting no fights, man. This issue's crazy. You understand? This issue's crazy. Anywho, that's all I want to say about that, man. Y'all take care of each other and yourselves. Please like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, I'm always playing with this thing. Boss. Please like, share, subscribe, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Have a good night. Peace.